Hello, Namaskaram, Namaste, Vanakkam, Ellavarkum Swagatam, Adab, Hyderabad. Hope you are all having a fantastic event. Yesterday was fabulous and hope you're going to enjoy the panel today. So I'm Rohith Reddy. I'm going to be your moderator for this panel. So we're going to discuss about the last mile problem, why AI won't replace you yet. I have an amazing panelist, co-panelist here today, Vignesh, who has been on the breadth and width of the enterprise transformation, both on the low-code side, and now he's building a powerhouse of apps for SMEs, which are blended with AI native features. And I have Priyanka, who's been recognized by Forbes as the most powerful 100 women in the Web3 space. And she's now on a mission to kind of empower 1 million women in AI. So let's dive into this. I'll set the agenda first for the panel today. So we're going to discuss 4 themes in the next 10 minutes. First, we're going to set the context. We'll ground the last mile problem. We'll discuss on what is it. And then we'll move on to the trust and adoption, why we as developers and engineers, we should trust AI. And then the third thing we'll discuss is what's going to stay human and what is going to go to AI. And then we have an important takeaway in the end that you can take back and start kind of implementing it from Monday, which will help you stay indispensable. So Vignesh, let's start with you. You've been on the enterprise side of it. So what do you think is the last mile problem that AI is not able to solve and it still requires all of us?
Hey, thank you, Rohit. As you pointed out earlier, we target SMEs primarily through our platform. And we are hard at work to bring the value of AI to all our customers. And the problems that typically we already start to see is coming down to how do you convey the value of AI to the end SME customers without having to deal with any of their limitation in terms of cost or their practical problems. When I say practical problems, the problems that existed 10 years back for mobile adoption in enterprises still stays, which is device fragmentation. OS fragmentation, of course, is much better today. It has become consolidated. But a lot of last mile devices still are highly feature restricted. And we are trying to see how we can cross those problems and still have AI cross over that bridge. The other thing which is how do you convey the cost aspect to these customers, right?
Got that.
Yeah.
Great. Priyanka.
Fantastic. Firstly, good morning, everyone. It's amazing to bring this giga-powered energy to the room and get that back. So we are here at the most unprecedented times. It almost feels like the advent of electricity. But still, we have massive challenges in terms of adoption, especially for my venture, which deploys B2B solutions for traditional companies who are not very tech savvy. We work with rural educators, farmers. We work with cooperative loan societies and doctors. So when you see that there are new open weighted models that have been launched yesterday that can be run on a single GPU, tool like running on a computer, it's great cost savings for us. So how do you bring that profitability back to our clients is what we always look for. And that's how I think we can bridge the gap between the tech prowess and bringing value to our clients.
Got that.
To last mile.
So moving on, we'll discuss about the trust and adoption. So what do you guys think is the trust and adoption problem? Because Stack Overflow says that about 78% developers use AI, but only 40% trust the outputs of AI. So what do you think is the trust and adoption problem, and how should we look at it?
There is definitely an element of truth there, right, which we all should agree. If, for example, in our recent experimentation, I'll split it as two for customers versus developers, right? We were trying to generate CRM insights based on the data of, let's say, a specific tenant. And most of the cases, there is difference in terms of output from different AI providers. And the same AI providers, consistency of result is also different. Especially quantitative results is something that I think is still a work in progress, is what I believe.
Right. So, it's always been that friction between platform engineering teams and software development teams, how we are able to orchestrate these processes streamline. I think that's one bigger internal trust that we have to build within and where we've leveraged AI. The second that, we've seen a lot of these AI agents being deployed for vast scale enterprises. We've recently seen this incident where AI agents from Replit actually have deleted live records for like 1,000+ companies. So when you have these kind of instances come in, it's really on the human judgment, the systems, thinking and the architectural challenges that a human can solve, that I feel that trust will never be bought by the AI agents that we're working with now.
True. I think that Replit incident was so crazy thing to kind of see happening.
Good for us, our jobs are not going. Yeah.
So, I mean, let's move into what stays human and what goes to AI. So let's think it from a simple SDLC lifecycle perspective. We do our daily stand-ups, project planning, and then go to the implementation and then the deployments, right? So in this lifecycle, what is going to stay human and what's going to go to AI in the next 12 months? What do you see?
Sure, I'll get that first. So everything in the SDLC cycle, right from like taking your functional spec on how you want to do your product innovation, forget about the repeatable tasks, but actually take time to understand what are the core pain points, what are the high impact problems that can give you the highest ROI. That AI can't just think just yet. So build your functional specs based on that, build your product development playbooks based on that. And then once you're able to actually understand what ROI can the AI bring, and only then plug in the technology to solve that. Otherwise, you are able to do this with just simplified processes as well. So I would say product innovation meets human ingenuity.
For me, it's more, even today, AI is, if you study the linguist, there is two types of cultures, right? Low context and high context. India being a high context culture. AI engines today are still low context, similar to the Western world. And in that sense, there is a lot of fatigue in terms of specifying the context in detail, right? Rather than it perceiving specific things based on previous conversations. I think that fatigue to make your prompt right, make your prompt detail, is something that is going to...
Interesting. So you're saying that asking AI, like you should know what you need from it, and getting that is going to stay human, absolutely.
Yeah.
And probably I think sometimes we kind of cross that boundary and go and ask ChatGPT to kind of generate the prompts as well. I think probably that's something that we shouldn't be doing, and we should probably very genuinely kind of put our skill in front and do that, I think. Great. So we'll move to the last part. Like, if you guys have to give the audience, all the developers, managers, and all of us here, one takeaway that we can go back with and start implementing it from Monday, what is it going to be?
Start being proactive and not reactive. Reactive world is what AI is replacing today. So use AI as your partner, not as your slave. If you use AI as your slave, then essentially you're not going to learn anything. You are going to become obsolete. If you use AI as a partner, then both of you learn together and enrich yourselves.
Interesting.
Great. I think 4 words like monetize your side projects. It's high time that, all those project backlogs that you have had, like which you've been putting your innovation and mind to, it's definitely time to bring those out and actually start monetizing it. When you bring your skills that you have uniquely gathered, right, your technical knowledge, the business agility, and the unique acumen that you have from your industry-led career so far, you are able to now implement that to all the, the traditional businesses. And that's where you actually start monetizing, make yourself secure, build your one-person million-dollar enterprise, and I wish that all for you.
Good. So we have 1 more minute and we'll do a quick rapid fire then. So I have a takeaway as well, all of you. So something that I've been practicing in the last 1 month is every day at the end of the day, I try to write 1 or 2 points that AI was not able to help me with, and it needed my help to complete the task. And as I wrote this for like a couple of weeks, I started realizing how important I am as a human, and I'm still not replaceable. So that's one takeaway that you can go back, probably put it on your calendar every evening, just write down one thing that AI was not able to do that day, and you'll have it. So quick rapid fire. So yes or no, quickly, is the job hype that AI is going to take away the jobs, is it exaggerated, yes or no?
I think like most new
Yes or no?
technologies, there's a lot of marketing hype. Yes and no.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So do you think in the next 12 months, AI is going to kind of improve the developer productivity by more than like a significant mile, like 70 or 80%, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Wonderful. We are on time, and thanks so much for being a wonderful audience. You have a good rest of the day.
Thanks, everyone.